Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well. If you watched my last video, which was on the river, you will know what this video is all about. If you didn't watch it, I'll put the link in the description below, and then maybe this video will make a little more sense to you. Okay, the original tying for this fly was a lake tying, and it was tied by Tom Jarman in Australia, and he called it the spun blank saver, or in America you might call it the spun skunk saver. And it looks something like this, on a size 10 with a 2.8 fluorescent green bead, which this happens to be tungsten, but I think he used brass. And it's on that basis that I adapted it to the river. Now, the black version, this is how I adapted it. The tail has a couple of pieces of crystal flash, which is 233 on each side. The body has a base of a Spectra 420 and a small collar of Spectra 420 behind the bead, which is a 3.3 silver bead. Now, when I was fishing, the water was coloured, and I assumed that the black fly would be the one that would take the fish. But as you saw in the video, that was not the case. So today I'm going to tie the white version. It's very, very simple tying, and all you need is some white marabou, basically. I'm going to be tying with some 6/0 white thread, and this is a size 12 hook and a 3.3 silver bead, which I'm just going to set on the hook. Now, Tom said that this particular model, or his model for the still water, worked well when he was fishing here in Spain, and that's really what took my eye. And although I'm tying this for the river, I still thought that it was worthy of a look. So for the tail, you don't need too much marabou. I'll just tear some off. I'm going to trim up the base and tie that in. Tie down the hook shank to the rear, and then, as on all of my flies, one wrap underneath just to secure and keep the tail lifted. And this is just a little bit longer than I would normally tie for my mini buggers, but I will trim this up just a little to something like that. Now, I did put some flash in, and this is just a simple piece of pearl flash tinsel, which I'll just tie in both sides. And trim it to length. This is not rocket science, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Right, now for the body, I used this Spectra dubbing, which is number 91, which is a pearlized white Spectra. But before I start the dubbing, I'm going to put in a loop for spinning, like so. And I'll just leave that there to hang for a moment. And I'm going to put on a very thin layer of this Spectra dubbing. Doesn't need to be anything thick in the body. You'll see why in a moment. So I'll just wind that on, try and keep it tight. To the bead, that should be enough. Right, now I'm going to put my dubbing twister in the loop and hope that the twister and the tying thread don't get too tangled, if they behave. Right, now for the body, we're going to spin some marabou, and to do this I'm going to use a clip the same as I would for CDC. I'm just going to put the clip onto the marabou and, not find my scissors, there we go, trim it up. Right, now a bit of luck, we'll put this inside the dubbing loop, like so, and I'm going to give that a twist. Now you're bound to lose a few fibres, don't worry about that. Right, and wind on the marabou. And as you wind it up the body, just brush back these fibres. It's a fairly open wrap, doesn't need to be too tight. Up to the bead, like so. And now I'm going to tie off the dubbing loop. I'll pull back these fibres. And I'm going to snip off the dubbing loop, like so. And now I'm just going to add just a little more of the 91, the Spectra 91, to create a small collar behind the bead. Before I tie it off, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue onto the thread. And tie off the fly. And draw out the tying thread. Now the whole point about these flies is movement. In the lake, obviously, you want lots of movement, as we do on the river also. So I'm just going to pull these back and trim them up to a length similar to the tail. And there you have the finished fly. This is the fly that caught the fish in not very good conditions, coloured water. It's a stocked river, hasn't been stocked for months, and so it was not easy, but this took fish. Now it looks a bit scary as it is at the moment. If I just dampen my fingers and put all that back, you can see exactly the benefits of this fly, especially on the movement front. So there you go, that's the adaptation from the original, and I hope you enjoyed the tying. Don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up, and do become a subscriber. Just trimming up those fibres again, and I will see you in the very next video. Thanks for viewing. Bye.